Hey guys, Stacey back with another video, and today's video is going to be another installment in my declutter series, and this is going to be my primer and setting spray declutter. I have so many primers that it is absolutely ridiculous, and some of them need to go. I'm really trying to make more space in my makeup collection. I just have way too much stuff. It's getting overwhelming. You guys, I was all set and ready to film a foundation collection and declutter video, and then I looked at all of them that I had and I thought against it. It's just way too many. It was so overwhelming, and I was like, I just don't have the time to do that. I can't do that today. And I decided against it, but I went ahead and did the primers because I have it's just easier to collect all the primers and do the primers. So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you guys enjoy. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Cece. Thank you so much for joining me and spending your time here with me today. I totally appreciate it. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and also click the little bell next to the subscribe button down below. That will give you all the notifications to all of my videos so you never miss an upload. If you are not new to my channel, thank you so much for rejoining me, and don't forget to like, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Let's get right into the declutter. Alright, so again, this is a collection and declutter video, so I'm going to go through and show you guys all the primers and setting sprays that I have, and then we're going to make an on-the-spot decision as to if I'm going to keep it or not. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with setting sprays because there are less of those. I have here the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This has like 6 more sprays in it, no lie. So I'm going to keep this and I'm going to use it up, and you guys are going to see this in my next empties video. Mark my words. The next one that I'm going to show you guys is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. This is about a little over halfway, so I'm making progress on this one, so I'm going to keep it and we're going to use that. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. This one I have to keep because I actually just got the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus collection, so I want to see how this works with that foundation and powder and everything, so we're keeping that too. I don't know if I'm really going to get rid of any of these setting sprays for real. Oh, I know I'm going to get rid of one. Wait a minute. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Spray and Set. I hated this from the very beginning. I did a makeup review on this when it first came out, so a couple of years ago, and I've hated this from the very beginning and I never use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pitch this. Next, I have a setting spray from Ofra. This is like the hugest bottle ever, so I don't know if I'll ever finish it, but I'm definitely gonna keep it for a little bit longer and use it. This is the Ofra Makeup Fixer in Light Mist, and it holds blush, eyeshadows, foundations, and concealers, so it's definitely supposed to freeze your makeup and hold it in place. So we're gonna get some more use out of that baby, along with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. They came out with setting sprays this year, I believe it was this year, and there were 4 different scents. This one is actually in jasmine, and I absolutely love the scent, so I'm gonna keep that. A couple more here. I have an LA Girl Pro Setting Spray. This is their HD Long Lasting Matte Finish Spray. I'm going to keep that because I just got an LA Girl foundation and powder. So we're going to combine them all together and see how they work together. That's also the case for the City Color All Set Setting Spray with a matte finish. So I'm keeping that as well. Yeah, so it looks like I'm only getting rid of one setting spray because I have my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, which I'm definitely keeping, as well as the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. So I'm going to keep all of those, and that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 setting sprays, which is still too many, but I got rid of one. Next, we're going to move into eye primers. I keep my eye primers in this little container right here. It's not as stressful as the other stuff, but I still probably don't need all of them. So let me just pull out a few that I know I'm gonna keep. So these 3 eye primers right here, I know for a fact that I'm keeping. I have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is really great for holding on your shadows. One that I just bought, which is the MAC 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. And then I'm keeping the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer. I really love this little guy as well. So here are 2 that I might get rid of. I have the NYX eyeshadow bases. These are pretty good. Actually, you know what? One of these are white. So I'm going to keep the white one just in case I do like some colorful looks and I need a really good base. But I'm going to get rid of the skin toned one because I always use my my MAC Painterly paint pot. So we can get rid of the skin toned base. I have another Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer that I'm going to keep. The Too Faced Shadow Insurance in the shade Candlelight, which is like a yellow shade. I'm going to keep that for a little bit longer also. Then I have the Wet n Wild's Fergie Shimmer Eyeshadow Primer. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I never use it, so I'm just going to go ahead and pitch it. 2 more primers. I have the Wet n Wild's Eyeshadow Fergie Primer. Again, never use it, so I'm going to go ahead and pitch it. This one is regular, not the shimmer. And then I have this Thank Me Later Eyeshadow Primer by Elizabeth Mott. I've never really used it, and I got it in an Ipsy bag, so I'm going to keep that for a bit longer. Last 2 eye primers, I have the Tarte CC Color Clay Eye Primer. This is just like a nude stick eyeshadow base, so I'm keeping that along with the Maybelline Master Prime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base. I am keeping that too. So those are all of my eyeshadow primers, and that leaves me with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 eyeshadow primers. 9 setting sprays, 9 eyeshadow primers. Now we come to the face primers. This is where the problem lies, right here. I don't know how many are in this bin, but we're going to find out. And I'm definitely getting rid of some of these. Alright, so let's just start pulling them. I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, oil-free. Love this primer. I talk about this all the time, and it's almost gone, so I'm going to keep it and I'm going to use it up. And that's the same for the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Mattifying Primer, almost gone. And the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, almost gone. I love all 3 of those primers. They're amazing. This is a brand new primer, the One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Powder Primer. I am definitely keeping that. Along with the Professional Matte Rescue by Benefit, I'm keeping that as well. A primer that I can get rid of. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is a replenishing primer that works really well if you do not have oily skin. I like it in the wintertime because it gives my skin sort of an oomph. It just gives it a nice base that's not so mattifying, that's not so dry. And I do enjoy that in the wintertime. However, this primer is so old, and it's just time to get rid of it. I got about halfway through it, but it's just super old and it's time for it to go. And that's the same for the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It's almost gone, so I'm just going to go ahead, put it out of its misery, and pitch it. I've had this for a while. I bought this twice because I absolutely love it. So if you're looking for a good mattifying drugstore primer, the Rimmel Stay Matte is so good. 2 more drugstore primers that I'm keeping. This is the No. 7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base. This stuff is so great and it's super matte. And then I have the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. It's mattifying and it's also pore minimizing, so I like that one as well. Here's a good one, the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I bought this. This is kind of a YouTube made me buy it type item. I used it like twice, and then maybe more than twice. I probably used it probably like no more than 10 times I used it, and then I went back to my regular primers and stopped using it. It was good, it just wasn't mattifying. It was good at keeping your makeup on. It got tacky, you put your makeup on top of it, and it was really good at keeping your makeup on. Again, it just wasn't mattifying, and I need something mattifying and also pore minimizing. This obviously does not do that, so this goes in the trash. Here's another product that I can get rid of. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine. This is a transparent balm that you're supposed to put on top, and it's supposed to stop shine. I just didn't like it at all, so that's going. I'm also getting rid of this Spackle by Laura Geller. This is the Tinted Under Makeup Primer. This actually does nothing for my pores or anything for mattifying, so this is a really gimmicky product in my opinion, and it has to go. I have a few sample primers here. Oh, a bunch of sample primers here. I have the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. I love this and will never get rid of this, so I'm definitely going to use that up. Along with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer. This is really great for my pores, so I'm definitely going to keep that and use it. Another Makeup Forever primer. This is the Hydrating Primer. I don't need anything hydrating, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. We have a Cover FX Mattifying Primer. This is a very small size that I think I can use up in a reasonable amount of time, so I'm going to use that. And the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This is just another sample size that I have, and I love this primer, so I'm definitely keeping that. And I also have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This stuff gives you like that really dewy, oily look. It didn't make me look too bad. It didn't make me look the best because I tried it in the summertime. So I'm going to try to give it a try in the wintertime just to see what it does as a makeup base. And if I may like it, I may like the glow that it gives underneath under a very mattifying foundation. So I'm going to keep that for now. So I just have a couple more. This is the e.l.f. Daily Moisture Stick, which is not a foundation, but I used to use it in the wintertime when I had dry patches. I can just kind of put this on there really quick before I added my primer, but I haven't used it in a long time, so I can get rid of that. And I can also get rid of the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Again, why I brought a hydrating primer, I have no idea, because I don't need any more hydration on my face. And last but not least, two more drugstore primers. I have the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. This is the Blur and Illuminating Primer. This is a hydrating primer, but it does blur as well, and I like the glow that it gives underneath, so I'm keeping it. Along with the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. This is in the number 2, and it's a 5-in-1 formula, so it says it smooths, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies, and also protects. Keeping it. Alright you guys, so here is my bin. I think we did pretty good. I ended up getting rid of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got rid of 8 primers, so that's pretty good. And I kept 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I kept 14. Got rid of 8, kept 14. So I think that's pretty darn good. 14 face primers, 9 eye primers, and 9 setting sprays. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was somewhat helpful for you. If you have any questions or want to see any of these products in a more in-depth review, let me know in the description box as usual, and I will try to get that done for you. Have a happy holiday. If I've missed you, this will probably come out after Christmas, but still, happy holidays, happy new year. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.